BJ.
You.
There's your basketball.
That's a hard plastic ball.
All right. You guys want to see how much excitement's happening at the Brown Ranch this morning? Making yield goals for fertilizer Rex. Fun stuff. Dad's getting educated on the YouTubes.
YouTubers watching YouTube.
Like 2 triangles.
No. Alright, well that was some exciting stuff this morning. Now over to the grain bins. It's kind of halfway raining. Yesterday I talked to the master electrician. He told me what to reset in this cabinet, so hopefully then we can get that truck finished loading. Gonna try this whole load out thing again. Should have everything reset and should run better this time. Hopefully it's dusty in here. Wind's blowing a little bit. Undoubtedly it's blowing the wrong direction though. Arms are getting tired from rolling that tarp so much. So the way we're getting corn out of this bin, this unload right here, coming into the drag, we've got to run that drag, the only bad part, and that drag jumps in the leg. Basically the same path it would take if we were dumping corn in the pit. The thing we got to try to figure out is how much of a delay is there from the time that we shut off the unload to this bin to that leg clean out. There's a lot of corn in that leg and in those pipes. Now the bin guys, they have a boot that'll go on that pipe, drop it down about 3 more feet. That should help with the dust some, but they just ain't got it up there yet. One of the things I want to get in this drive-through is either some mirrors like we have with the other ones, or maybe a camera system. That would be real nice, but we're still working on that. Okay, here we are. We'll get started again today. Do some more. Gotta get some more done, a couple hours maybe. This is what we've done yesterday. Gotta go way down through there eventually. Today I'm going to start on this up here and go up that way, kind of north. Go up here and try to get some of that out. See what happens here. Rain just a dab this morning, a little sticky yet. Wetter than I'd like for it to be, but it'll freeze up here before long probably. We'll fire this dozer up. Check the oil and everything's okay. Get the dozer fired up, warm up a little bit. Not very cold out, it's about 45, something like that. So it didn't froze or nothing. So we're going to go way up there and scour some of that dirt out from that ditch. Back and forth, back and forth. Pit stop. Okay, we're going to call it quits for the evening. It's going on 5 o'clock, so I got some other things I need to get done, so we'll just leave it sitting here, talk about some rain maybe tomorrow sometime. Hopefully I can get back. If not, that might be it for a while. But we'll see. If it is, why, we'll probably take this up, put it in the shed up there. It's going to be it for tonight, though. Get off, see how dirty the undercarriage is. We'll have to clean it out here. It freezes up here the next few days. Oh, not too bad at all. All the mud been just down there on the track itself, but underneath there it's not bad. So we're in good shape till it freezes a little bit. Hopefully if it gets just a little bit frozen or dries off one, that mud right down in there, I'll run it back and forth and that'll come out by the time we get up there to the shed probably. That's gonna be it, bulldozer for today. Good morning. So just got done duck up. Don't worry, the ducks are safe. And there will not be a video. But just got a package from Class of America made out to the YouTube channel. That's pretty cool. This morning we are heading out to the shop. We have got to get the old bean planter out of the shop.
out of the lean-to on the side of the shop.
Decision makers.
Because it is getting a new home today. So we gotta go get that thing out of there. That's where the planter was at. That's where the 8400 was at. Found the planter. Yeah, red and green looks pretty good together, but red and yellow's better.
Yeah.
AJ, every time I come over here, this is what I see you doing.
It would be nice if I had a cup of coffee in my hand.
Yeah, go make some. Apparently we're gonna help the electrician for a little bit. He's running wire, needs help pulling. Anybody got any guesses what's replacing that planter? Supposed to find out today, so I'm not gonna string you along like I did with the tractor. You should know today. A master electrician said he needs skid steers. Figure I might as well claim it before BJ gets back. Try and turn off the air conditioning.
In yesterday and tape pulled off.
Well, the electrician's got all the wires pulled, so I think it's time we get some lunch. Lunch is over. Hope you guys enjoyed your George footage, but hey, get here. Got my replacement camera. And if you missed that, I drowned a Canon M50 about a week ago. A few days ago. Last Saturday. So, got my new one here. So now BJ can have this camera back. Filming a Canon on a Canon. Please tell me there's another box inside of the box. Oh, no, there's not. There she is. It's a different box than they usually come in. I hope this wasn't a fake. Nice and fresh. Nothing's wore out on it. You can see all the buttons still. I get a lot of questions on what camera I use. I use a Canon M50. So that's what we're filming on right now. They are great vlogging cameras. As it turns out, they are not waterproof. I wish they were this small all the time, but there's actually like a lens that sticks out about that far on this one. This was the cheapest I've ever found one of these. I bought this camera brand new for 500 bucks. Sounds like a lot of money, but I mean, cameras aren't cheap. I believe the one I'm filming this on, this was my first M50. I think it was $650, something like that. I'll put a link to this in the description if anyone's looking for an M50. Like I said, that's as cheap as I've ever found one. There we go. Just ready to roll now. Hey, guess what? New planter's here. You ready to see it? Here we go. I'm 90% sure that's the same 8400 that guy brought down 2 months ago. He said the station on the radio was still a Chillicothe radio station. So yep, that's probably it. Yep, here it is. We went with a 2140. This is the same planter that was on the video about a month ago. Before we start looking at that new planter, we probably ought to get this one unhooked so that fucker can get back on the road. I believe he's got to take that thing to courthouse tonight. Listen, I tried as much as I could to get him just to take this 8400 encased planter and leave that 8400 encased planter, but I guess he thought the boss man would notice. I mean, hey, he came here in an 8400, he'd be leaving here in an 8400. And he'd be bringing the planter back that he was supposed to, so I thought it'd work. Now, somebody asked on Instagram if we're going to plant with the John Deere. No, we just used it to pull out the tractor, bring it over here. It's easier for these guys to find this place than as their house. So, John Deere's over there. Come over here and bid this thing fairly well. Planted a lot of acres of beans with it. Never planted 1 acre of corn with it. Definitely forgot to lock part of the planter up. Got her now. This is a wing lock. This lets the wings on the planter float up and down. I forgot to lock them whenever I put the planter up, apparently. It probably would have been alright, but if he'd have blown a hose, this wing would have sagged and that would have been bad. Well, there she goes. If you're in the market for a used case planter, call Tyler Arters from Ag Pro. He's at the Worcester location. That is where that planter is going to eventually end up. I think it might be sold though. I don't get run over here. I think it might be sold though. Maybe, I don't know yet. But, yep, there she goes. So here's the new one. Like I said, this is the planter that we looked at about a month ago. The frame is the same kind of frame design as our other one, our 1240 it just left. Only it's much heavier, the units are much heavier. A lot of good improvements on this planter. So the 2140, that was the 1240. And I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't interested in our case planter, neither was Dad. It's a good planter, it puts beans in the ground very well. I mean, as far as the stand, some of the best bean stands we've ever had. But like this part of the planter, the unit itself wasn't very heavy built. It was just not wearing the greatest. Really wasn't considering a case planter. Tyler Arters, like I said, my Ag Pro salesman, I think he was with me in Omaha at Farmer to Farmer, but he found this planter for me. This was a trade-in. This is a 2-year-old planter. It has like 3,000 acres on it, so it still has a lot of life left in it. Basically what we were looking for as far as age and amount of wear on it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to use this. Unfortunately, I'd say he's probably going to be using it more than I am. I think this year, with us strip tilling, I'm probably going to be running the strip till bar and planting corn, and my brother's probably going to be planting beans. Some of the big improvements this planter has over our other one. First off, it's electric drive. If you followed us last planting season, there was a lot of shafts on that planter that were wearing out, a lot of chains, so won't have to worry about that anymore. Apparently Dad's just leaving with the darn thing. Hold on! Apparently he's just going to leave with it, but there's a lot of shafts that were on the other one. Those wore out. Those chains give you issues. Sometimes chains jump. Don't have to worry about that anymore. This is electric drive. Every row will shut off individually, so there's no more sections. Just each row shuts off on its own. No chains. That's awesome. Other things this unit has. I don't know how this quite works yet. I haven't seen it work, but there is downforce on your closing wheels, which on the case closing wheels, it's kind of hard to close them up sometimes. And with that having downforce, that's going to be really nice. It does not have hydraulic downforce on the actual unit, just has air like we've always had. Being as this is a bean planter, I don't think that's going to be a huge deal, so I think that'll work just fine. Another thing I like about this one versus our 1240, our 1240 used a PTO driven hydraulic pump for half the planter. This one does not. I like that. We won't have to run the PTO anymore. We'll be able to use less RPM, save fuel. It will demand more hydraulic capacity, I would imagine, but being that this planter is not hydraulic drive, maybe not. I don't know. I guess I have to look on that. But I like that. Not something sticking up. That's the reason why we had to take the 3-point hitch off the other tractor. So we would hit that PTO, or that PTO would get into it and stuff. So that's going to be nice. Other upgrade. This one has wheels out here on the wings. Our other one did not, so all the weight was on those tires, so that's just a lot of weight out there, and that's going to be nice for compaction reasons. Plus the air pressure on this machine you can control from the cab, whereas before I had an air compressor mounted right here. That's not a huge deal. You didn't have to mess with that often, but having it on the frame is a lot nicer. I mean, being able to adjust it on the go from the cab if I want, that's going to be nice. Getting some harder dirt, I can just adjust it right there and keep planting. So yeah, overall, I think this is going to be a great planter for us. I'm excited to see how it does. The electric clutches should save seed, and yeah, hopefully we have some problem-free years out of this thing, and we can get stuff in the ground in a good, timely manner. now we're gonna go take this thing home, probably put it in the same stall that the other one was in, and that's where it's gonna stay for a while. Probably won't hook up to it to start planting, you know, for a while. It's still January. Looks like we're really changing it up. We're putting it in this shed. You know, we try to keep our equipment clean and in pretty good shape, but that's the cleanest this planter will ever be. I don't know what kind of pressure washer the guy that had it uses, but I want it, because this thing never went to the dealer. Farmer cleaned that up, and that thing is shiny. Did a good job. Back up! This jack actually works for now. Not incredibly well, but it does work. Pretty sure this thing would be really well suited for a lawnmower trailer. Apparently not so much on a splitter planter. I need to break sweat. I know a lot of people kind of want us to get a white planter, but it does have some AGCO parts on it. I think Case has a deal with Precision Planting to supply parts for their meters. Precision Planting is owned by AGCO. So in a way, we got all the manufacturers involved. The John Deere dealer sold it to us. It's a Case planter, and it's got AGCO parts on it. So like I said, this did come from AgPro. That's our John Deere dealer. Something maybe some people don't think of if you're looking for a certain kind of planter used. It doesn't necessarily have to come from that brand of dealership. Like, this is a Case planter. It came from a John Deere dealer. Just that's where we found a used planter at, and it worked out pretty good. Thanks, Tyler.